So just shifting gears a little bit, right? So retirees generally have more financial assets available to them, right? Which is something that we certainly help with all the time. So how can that be useful in helping with family relationships? So no financial advice here, right? But just giving some assistance on how to, maybe they can use those resources to build family relationships, or is there a better way of going about this versus maybe not such a great way about going about it? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a great question. Again, it's about intentionality.
Mm-hmm.
And I always encourage grandparents, before you go out and buy X, Y, or Z, you might want to make sure that parents are okay with X, Y, or Z. Like, don't go buying your grandchild a car if they just turned in an all F report card, and that's not going to fly with mom and dad. So it's got to be done, I think, in collaboration. And it's got to be intentional. You can't buy true love. It may feel like you're buying the relationship, but we know that just doesn't exist. It's, I think, taking an interest in that youth's activities, supporting their hobbies, go a long way. And I think about kids who are building models or flying drones or into photography. Grandparents who can buy that drone, that next drone up, or buy that next camera quality up, could really help support the hobby, support mom and dad, and make their presence really be known, that they're here to help and they're taking an active interest in these hobbies. And the other thing I know, for folks that they find this in their budget, the vacations together. I know many friends whose grandparents have done weeks at a camp or family cruises or times in Disney together. Buying the experience or providing the pathway towards the experience, I think, can also be a really unique way to create some memories. And that's really what that's about for a lot of retirees.
Yeah, and I want to add to that, Chris, too, is we had Maria McDougall on from Financial Authority of Maine the other day, and that was one of the things that she talked about was, intentionality was what you've brought up as a major theme with kids, and she used that too, which I like that you guys were aligned there, was with intentionality around college planning. Because if you say, hey, I have a college account for you, and they're age 5 and they're age 7, they continue to hear that, that they start building in their own expectation about going to college, and they know there's money earmarked for it, and they're working towards it, and that good grades, plus the work that they do, plus these resources that we're all building together, allows you that opportunity to get there. Not saying you have to do it, but we have kind of removed roadblocks for you to get to it. So I like that, what she kind of had a whole track on intentionality from a grandparent perspective to a grandchild, that you're kind of saying a lot of parenting skills are really around that anyway.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I love the idea of supporting college or vocational training or it might be supporting the kids' first attempt at independent living, helping kids with a security deposit for their first apartment. But again, I think it's those kind of things have got to be done in collaboration with the child's parents, just to make sure that visions and values are aligned.